Hi, this is Kay from Galactic Federation Lightworker School. Today, I would like to share some photos I took when I visited shrines and temples when I went back home in Japan in September and October 2023. And this is one of the photos in Tokyo. I visited about 6 or 7 shrines. So, yeah, if you're thinking about to visit Japan for sightseeing, for a holiday or for anything else, yeah, you can maybe have a reference where you can go and you can enjoy staying in Japan. Okay, so lots of photos I posted on my website www.gfls.co.uk. There is a menu called Gallery, so you can click on the galleries and you can have a look. The website looks like this. So hope you can see this. I don't know, but let me change. Maybe you can't see it. Okay. So you should be able to see the photos right now. And let me start from the one I started in September. Okay, so September 2023, I visited Tokyo just for one day. And early in the morning, like 8 a.m. in the morning, I went to Tokyo's Meiji Shrine. Meiji Shrine is one of the famous ones in Japan, especially in Tokyo, because there is the Meiji Emperor buried here. Then this is the main shrine. This is the main one. And you go to the front part and then you just, bow twice. And then, yeah, you wish and then you can make a wish. Then there are a lot of tourists coming here from Harajuku station. It's just 10 minutes away from the station. And then you make a wish. And then if you want to have a charm, you can, buy a charm. If you want to have a, fortune telling, you can also have a fortune telling. Just written on a piece of paper by 200, paying by 200 yen or so, or 100 yen. It's about 50p. Okay, so this is one of the very famous ones in Japan, and if you have a chance to visit Tokyo, this is one of the popular places to go to visit. And another one is this is in Osaka Shitenno Temple, and Osaka is the second largest city. So, but the size-wise, it's much smaller than Tokyo. And, city itself is much, more compact and it's not so sophisticated compared to Tokyo. Anyway, this is the main temple in Shitenno's site. And there are 4 famous gods are resided in this one. And if you go there before 11 a.m., the special ceremony is conducted every morning, and you can have receive a special ritual to clear your energy and to heal yourself. It's every morning free of charge. And my parents taught me, my grandmother used to take me here with her because she was visiting here quite often. But I don't really remember because I feel like I was like 3 years old or maybe 2 years old. I have a vague memory. She was holding my hand and I was walking, but nothing, no details I remember as a memory. But this is a good place to go. And yeah, in Osaka. And another famous shrine is in Kyoto. This is called a Kifune Shrine. And Kifune Shrine is famous for relationship, finding a partner, and trying to have a good marriage, and then finding a good husband or a good wife. And as you can see, many couples visit here and wishing, their relationship is gonna go, better, or, keeping well, or getting married. Then, if you can ever go to Kyoto's Kifune Shrine, this is not the only place. This is only the first place. There is another place you can go to. There are, a couple of other smaller shrines if you go up the hill. Then there is also another one in at the end of the street. It's called Okunoi. There is a dragon god. He is resided there. But I don't recommend to go to this place after 5 p.m. because in Japan there is a very scary ritual like cursing and making a spell to other people, but it's usually happening after midnight, like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., called Ushino Kokumairi. It's like to curse other people, and then praying for demonic evil spirits to trouble other people. So daytime, the light side energy is here, but after 5 p.m. or the nighttime, the energy is completely switched over to the dark energy. So if possible, it's recommended to visit this area in the morning or early afternoon. That's highly recommended. Okay, from Kifune Shrine, Kurama Temple is not that far away. You just need to go down the slope, walking for about 10-15 minutes. Then you can find the entrance on the mountainside to go to Kurama Temple. So, you need to go up the hill and, climb up and slope. And then slope, this one looks like a little bit, um, easy, but actually it's much steeper than this. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes to go up. And the first thing you find is this one. This is a, small temple at here. At this temple, Sanatokumara, Ascended Master Sanatokumara is resided here. Then within here, inside of this place, there are 2 benches here on this side and another 2 benches on this side. So I usually sit either, one, bench on either one of the sides and then meditate for about 1 hour to connect with the, Ascended Master Sanatokumara and receive a message for myself and for my clients. Then something happened to Kurama Temple. I don't know what's going on, but nowadays there are so many foreign tourists here, as well as Japanese tourists. So it used to be very quiet, but it's not quiet anymore. People are, like always come and go all the time. So if you want to do a, quiet meditation, you may want to go here early in the morning or late afternoon after maybe 3 o'clock or so. Otherwise, there are too many, tourists, just like, come and go. Then, walking for another 10 minutes, you can come over here. There was a famous samurai called Yoshitsune. When he was young, he was, trained how to fight against, enemies. So it's called, Bujutsu. So, here he was practicing it here. And this is another temple you want to visit called Fudo Myo Temple. And for another 10 minutes or so, you can come to this special, trees area. Then if you go up, if you look up, if you can see clairvoyant, you may be able to see Tengu. So Tengu is not a goddess or a god. but they are, one of the light beings to support people to ascend their consciousness. Then, if you want, you can meditate here too. And then for walking another 20 minutes or so, you can come to the main temple here at the Mount, Kurama. And because I went to the, graveyard in Kyoto for my relatives early in the morning. So, when I got here to the main temple, it was after 4 p.m., unfortunately. So the gate was, shut, unfortunately. So I couldn't get in. But usually before 4 p.m., the gate is open so you can get in and you can, walk around inside and then see and then pray inside as well. Then you can see in front of the main temple, you can see the triangle on the ground, and then this is the spot people stand here and receive the higher vibrational light and energy from the higher dimension. So you can stand here for 1 or 2 minutes and then receive the light, and then this spot is quite famous, so people usually queue up to receive the light. Then from here, you just need to go down, and there are so many other, temples, here. So it takes another half an hour or 40 minutes to go down, and then go back to the station nearby called Kuramaguchi. Okay, so this is Kurama Temple, and this is Fukui Prefecture's Fukui Station. Inside the Fukui Station, I went there for our ancestors' healing, and I got there in the morning and stayed for till 3 p.m. or so. So I didn't have time to go for sightseeing or visit temples and stuff, but that was for ancestors' healing. And if you go to Fukui, you would be able to see very traditional Japanese culture and Japanese people here. Then Tokyo and Osaka, they are more westernized. Kyoto and Nara, they are not so much westernized, but it's more like tourist city. But if you go to Fukui, you can have special Japanese, local food called a soba. It's like a noodle. Then Fukui sake is also very famous too. So you can, experience how local Japanese people are and the tradition and culture is. Then, this is in Mie, Saltahiko Shrine. So Saltahiko Shrine is very close to Ise's, Ise Shrine, and this is the main temple. And this, temple is famous for guidance, future guidance and future direction for you. Then there is another smaller, shrine here within the same site. And then here there is a goddess Salume. And Goddess Salume's shrine is this one, is famous for, bringing in good lucks and good, relationships and good, human relationships and opportunities. And not only that, good opportunities for entertainment business. So you can see all these white banners. All these white banners, they were dedicated by the famous Japanese dancers called Exile in Japan. Okay, so nearby here, it's only 20 minutes away. Ise Shrine is here. So Ise Shrine, it's divided into two parts. Naigu, it means internal shrine, and Gegu. Gegu means the external shrine. So usually me and my family, we start visiting the Gegu, external one first. Then this is called Torii, the gate. Then once you go through this Torii, the gate, the inside is very sacred. So you're not supposed to eat anything, and then you're not partying inside. Then your energy get cleared. Then about 10 minutes walk, you can, get here and you can pray here. And this is the main place in Gegu to visit. But there are 2 or 3 other places, shrines you want to visit within the same site. So it takes total about 40 minutes. Then, taking a bus, you can get to Naigu, the external one, where Goddess Amaterasu is resided. So this is the bridge you need to cross over. Then once you cross over, there is Isuzu River, and walking for another 15 minutes, you can get to Amaterasu Naigu place. This is the Naigu, the internal palace shrine. Then, as you can see, people queue up, and then, people go to the front one by one. They vow twice and clap their hands twice and make a wish and then vow twice. This is a, traditional way to visit any shrine in this way. Then there are 3 other smaller shrines on the same, within the same site. So if you wish, you can visit there. And after that, there is a place you can visit for souvenirs, for food and restaurant, cafes and shops, and then, sake. There is a place called Okage Yokocho. So this is, like part of the Okage Yokocho. And you can buy a special souvenir called Ise noodle. Ise noodle is thicker than the standard, noodle. And then there is a special, flavored soup comes with it. Then there is another famous local food in Ise called akafuku. Akafuku is a special, rice beans, sweet beans, rice cake. Then this is the headquarters of Akafuku sweet shop, and you can buy the rice cakes or you can have them because there is a cafe inside. Then, so this is Ise Shrine, very famous for all of the Japanese people. Then, at least once in our lifetimes, all of us usually visit here once, at least once. And I try to get here at least, once a year when I have time. And yeah, I, say thank you to Goddess Amaterasu because I work with her quite often, and then, I want to receive a message from her when I visit there, directly on the site. Okay. Then the last place I would like to introduce to you is Omiwa shrine called Miwa Shrine. It's called the oldest shrine in Japan in Nara. So I visited here, with my family together. Then there was, like a pop-up, divine place like this. It's a special place only for this year because of the rabbit year. Then many people wanted to, go up the divine mountain because of the nice season it was available. People can, get into the mountain and then experience its energy there. Then this is the main shrine here. Then you make a wish here and you receive, the energies from the Omiwa's gods. Okay. There are lots of famous psychic or, healer people in Japan. They also visit here from all over the country. So, how did you like it? So I introduced to you some of the very major and famous shrines in Japan. If you have a chance to visit Japan, I highly recommend you to visit either Meiji Shrine in Tokyo or in Osaka Shitennoji Temple or Ise Shrine or if you're very spiritual, Kurama Temple is another recommended place. Okay. So if you can post what you feel, if you experienced, any temple or shrine visit in Japan, and share your experiences below, that would be great. And you can post your questions as well. Then reasons why I wanted to introduce you to Japanese temples and their shrines are it's like really ingrained in our culture. It's quite, common for us to practice Shintoism and also Buddhism because it's not conflicting each other. So at home, my home in Japan, we have a Buddhist, altar there, and also the Buddhism altar, and also like Shintoism altar there too. Then it's quite common. Then once you visit, the temples and shrines, you would experience, its sacred energy. The vibration is quite high. And if you're lucky, you can see monks or trainees on the site. Then all these monks, especially at Koya Mountain, they do, they go through, such a hard training to become, like a special monk. And they, usually enhance their, psychic capabilities as well. So, yeah, in my previous video, I was talking about, we need to transform our darkness and dark psychology and then ego aspect, and then not, self-centered, but, more, person-centered, and then, be humble. Being spiritual doesn't mean to be arrogant or, spiritual people or psychic or healer better than other non-spiritual people. It doesn't mean that. It's more like, like spiritual people, psychic people, and the healers are supposed to be humble enough to serve to other people, support other people with humbleness, not with the arrogance, not with the attitude of, I am better than you. So spiritual ego can be developed, especially if people become famous psychic or healers. But in Japan, these monk trainings, the shrines and temples trainings, they learn how to be humble. Then they also cultivate their attitude. So it's, of course, it's not about commercialism. It's not about money making, but the main thing is about how to share the divine energies to people who need help, and then to normalize their life, or help their health, or troubles, or their mental health. Okay. So thank you for listening to me. And then if you have any comments, and then if you have any experiences of visiting temples and shrines, I'd like to see your experiences. Then thank you for liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Have a good day. Thank you.